What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This is going to be a little game room tour for 1,000 subs, but before we get into that, I want to let you guys know about this giveaway that is running till the end of February. This is 2 of the older Legion core sets and a Yoda. There's going to be 3 winners for that, so I'll link that short down below. If y'all are interested in just some free minis or some Legion collection type stuff, feel free to go and enter that. All right. Now, what you are here for. Room tour. Obviously, we're not in the game room. We are outside the game room. But this is in the garage. This is all connected. So the game room's there. Here, opposite the game room, is my 3D print table. So over here, we've got my resin printer. It's an Elegoo Mars 3, printing some Legion stuff. It's a big old troll, which I think is too big, so it's just never ending. My FDM printers, a CR10, V2, and an Ender 3, and I hate them, and I want to get rid of them, so they'll probably get replaced because they are temperamental right now and not working, so I'm not printing. Down here, we got some storage. Y'all watch me build that. Over here, because my shelves are full, we've got some Tatooine terrain, just some hills, the city battle systems terrain, and an empty box. But just trying to move some stuff that I'm not using super frequently out of here off the shelves. Over here is a workbench with various random things, so it's always just a big freaking mess. But this is all the craft stuff that works out here, where I got plaster all over the floor doing that build right there. So those are the 2 things relevant to the game room. But now inside the game room, don't mind my trash can full of trash. Obviously, this is still basically in use. This is just how it sits most of the time because there's typically stuff here, either prepped or left over. It's just the way it goes. I will start with the visual stuff. I will get into the technical stuff second. So we'll start over here in this corner. It's just random stuff up on the shelves, storage. There's actually stuff for that game up in those boxes. Don't actually remember what that game's called. And Star Wars Unlimited, I've never played any tabletop or trading card games. I bought that, and then the person that was going to play it never played it, and so I never played it either. So, oh well. We got all sorts of terrain. There's these trees y'all have seen. Terrain, terrain, terrain. Big old terrain. I don't actually know if I've ever used on the channel. More terrain, more terrain, more terrain. Random sit-around stuff. Y'all probably haven't seen a whole lot of these guys, these little fire piles, if you will. But we've got the same, essentially, set over there, which, you know, when you walk in the room, you got the table down the middle, shelves, shelves. We've got my reference TV, so typically I'm standing over there. That is my reference monitor, and I'll watch TV and stuff on it sometimes. Terrain, among other things, but you know, there's always got to be terrain sitting around in here because it's always full. We've got the Bo-Katan armor in the corner. Don't mind this. This doesn't live here. This is the set for our narrative series. Just in case I need to record stuff for it, I left it put together. These are the cameras. There are 4 of these in this room that I use. I will go over that shortly. Random stuff. And I got that at my first ever Renaissance Festival, so, you know, it's pretty neat. If we come over here, yep, psyched you out. Thought we were going to go to that computer, but we're not. Over here, we've got a mirror of the exact same thing. This room is also flooded twice, and they've had to fix it. And they messed up all my paint, so that's nice. More stuff. That mini is actually in that box. That is a limited edition Grogu model. It's just still in there. I never wanted to do anything with it, so there it is. And we got terrain, 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 terrain. Bunch of terrain. This is new. Y'all will probably see that soon. That is the Citadel from Battle Systems terrain, which I really like, actually, for what it costs. It's pretty good. Trees, random other things. This is like greenery boxes. So if, you know, I want bushes or anything like that, they stay in there. I've also started liking cotton balls for spider webs and things. So there's some cotton balls there. If you've been watching the narrative series, you will have seen that. This I got in a local store, so this is just all the dice for all the different things. We like to go to random stores when we are out of town, just to go to local stores, see what they're doing. So if y'all ever see me in those and you want to say what's up, that's cool. But I also like to buy stuff just to support local game stores like that when we're out of town. And I got that in a local store. I don't remember what the name of it was. It was in a mall. It was a cool store. It was a two-part store. It was pretty neat. It was in Tennessee, maybe. Either way. We've got the mini shelf, which I've got some lighting, and I hate these little lighting things, and they die really fast, so I'm going to change that. I'm going to see about mounting some lights to light these guys up, just to make it look a little bit nicer. I will quickly run you through all of this stuff. This is actually a baggie of the first minis I ever painted, so that's kind of neat. We got the Rancor, which you guys have seen. We've got, what is that, Marvel Crisis Protocol, Halo Flashpoint, Legion. I'm not going to keep saying it. Shatterpoint, Legion. We got this glorious behemoth right here that I love so much. More Legion stuff. That's Kill Team. That is Kill Team. Legion. Elder Scrolls all the way along here. We've got Age of Sigmar, which I love the way these Skaven came out. Sigmar, Warcrow, Bolt Action, which I've never played, not once. Down here, we have the member wall that is behind me when I play stuff. I know I have not done a whole lot with the members. I kind of want to redo it, but YouTube doesn't make that super easy. So thank you for my members that are here and supporting me. It's just, I know I'm not offering a whole lot in that regard at this moment. I'm doing my best. I apologize. Random stuff. Nothing in that box. Another camera. That's 2 so far. There's 2 more in here somewhere. And then down here, which I actually want to get another one of these shelves to put over there for more space. But we got terrain, router, terrain. This is actually brand new terrain y'all have not seen yet. That is battle system stuff, which again, I can't say their praises high enough. We've got all the paperwork, essentially, for the games, all the books, all the random bits and bobs. These guys I find at Ross, and they stack, so I like to keep tokens for stuff in here, which you can see some more right there. These are pretty good. Basically, if I see them, I'll buy them. They're only like $5, and it comes with like a 4-stack, so I just collect them. These, though, you can't buy these anymore. These came from Walmart. Now you can get black versions at Home Depot in 2-packs. And these are organizable, slottable things. So most of this is Star Wars Legion, so Empire, Republic, Rebels, and then you got Halo Flashpoint and Shatterpoint. We got Shatterpoint trays, more tokens, bits and bobs for cards and random bits for other games, and then the random tech pile. It's just all the stuff, and I don't really want to organize it too much because it'll take up too much space. So that is that. Up here, we have the computer. My laptop that was down here could not handle all the cameras. There are technically 5 cameras, at times 6 in this room. And it just couldn't work. So I traded computers with my fiance because she doesn't need that beefy of a computer. And this solves that problem a little bit better than she's got my laptop. Computer, that mouse stays over here typically because I'm mostly standing here for you guys. So reference over there, bigger reference over there. The actual microphones that I use are these guys, the Hollyland Lark M2s. When I'm streaming, I'm using a USB-C receiver. When I'm recording something like this, it is plugged directly into my phone. It just makes it easier. So you should be hearing that now. This is the second time I'm recording this because it didn't pick it up the first time. That is my bad. And then the actual game table. So up under this table is all the game boards stacked up in a pile. I would like a better way to do that, but it is what it is. I've got two, I think 14-inch panel lights. They're very small. I would like to get two more to opposite that. And then you've got one table cam here and one table cam right there above my head, which is why I block it with my face. That is essentially how I record and stream, is with these cameras. So you've got a people cam, and we've got a table cam and a table cam. All of those tie to this remote. So at a glance, I can 1, 2, 3, 4 select. You can see up there, that is camera 3. So I could technically pull camera 3 here and set presets. I could zoom. I could basically produce on the fly. And typically before stream, I will go through and set all of my presets on the two cameras. And that way, general zone, so broad zone, zoomed in zone, that way I could kind of produce on the fly. My dice cam is a Logitech Brio on a stick, cropped dice. It works. It's not perfect, but it is better than nothing. If I can get my phone to hold correctly. I would like a better dice cam that is a little bit clearer, but again, it's kind of makeshift around here. We just kind of make it work within our means. The actual cameras themselves kind of run all over the place. Some are HDMI, some are USB, like this one's just USB straight over. And some cases, it's into just a cheap little capture card to create it or transfer it into a USB device. So if you ever wanted to know, I searched when I was looking for cameras, didn't really know what to do. This is where I landed. It's not perfect, but I know some people really like kind of how I have stuff set up in here. So there you go. I've got 4 PTZ cameras, all tied to one remote. And then, well, you can't see that, but because I'm not logged in. But I've got the Stream Deck that has my scenes. There we go. Should have wake up. So we've got scenes, microphone mutes and stuff. So if I need to sneeze, I'm not deafening you guys. So that's how I control stuff. So I've got computer control, scene control, camera control. I could do it all myself right here. So for those of you wondering how to do content, that is how I do my content. That is basically it in the game room. We have done pizza night in here a couple times and played stuff, and it works pretty well. Table I just made myself. It's just a big old piece of plywood and some big 4x4 legs. That's all it is. That is basically it. I'm going to get out of here. If y'all have questions, feel free to ask. I will do my best to answer you. I think that's all I got. Please check out that giveaway if you're interested. That's it. All right. Appreciate you guys. 1,000 subs. Truly, I am enjoying doing the gaming content and the tabletop content. I will continue to do both. So that is it. Love you guys. See you in the next one. Bye.